I'm not actually going to get the time signal, so or like a click back into my headset, so I don't know why I did that. But music, checking audio. Making sure all my volumes are good. Yeah, okay, so we got audio, we got the other audio. I'm still messing with volumes. Pop out chat so I can see chat and probably forget it. Okay, keyboard working, other stuff working. Okay, my hair looks crazy. It's because I just took a shower. Alright, so today, problem statement. That's right, documentation. We've got one of these guys that I promised some family friends I would design some brackets for. Because they've got these things, an SG1210P, an EdgeRouter 4, and a CM9200. This one's going to be annoying because it's basically just a funny looking ellipse. Come on, show me a picture. Here we go. This guy. It's a funny looking ellipse. Like, who designs a thing like that and it doesn't give you mounting holes on the side? But all those are going to get little brackets to fit into this. And so that means, first step... Oh, forgot to mention, music is Disconnect by Just Neighbors. I'm going to continue the album from last night, but since I'm wearing a This Town Needs Guns t-shirt, if I zoom out enough, it's hard to see, but they're going to be coming like in between, let's see, yeah, Just Neighbors until we run out of, until we get to their latest album, and then I'm going to break and play TTNG instead, and then it's going to go back to Just Neighbors. And I will probably... Hang on. Oh, no, I'm just out of phase mentally. And then it'll switch to the most recent Just Neighbors album after playing some TTNG, because TTNG is great. Anyway, problem statement. Okay, so we've got this guy. I'm going to DXF because that's what Lebanon provides, which is handy. Or maybe I don't yet. I think I have the DXF for the other one. Yeah, for the 21E instead of the 28N. 21-inch vertical versus 28-inch vertical. So we'll chuck that over to modeling. I think that's really all we need. Although I do kind of need to drop... Hang on. Copy. Just, like... Hang on. I'm just going to try and drop the... Oops. I think I could just, like, drop the DXF in here and use that to make the base cabinet. I hope it, what? Oh, there we go, it's still importing. Okay. Hey, look, features. Maybe they're even to scale. That would save me some time. Oh, wait, I hit X. Okay, no, that's good. That works. These are reasonable dimension? Yeah, 1/4 inch. All right, so that means we're at least kind of on the right path. But I do have to parent this somehow, so... Oh, it's just sort of floating in space. Just fix it. To be like 2 inches away from the origin. Okay, so these holes are in 3-inch centers, probably 1 inch vertically. Yeah, awesome. And they're slightly over 1/4 inch. And they are top to bottom, 27 inches, which means there's 28 of them total. And in the middle here, what is that, 1/2 inch? 65, okay. So we'll go start a new part. Oh, I should probably have the right exterior dimensions. 14,228. 14,228 and 28,1. 28,102. are some amount deep. 3.56 inches. Whoops. Favorite tool in the world. Oh, I gotta guess at what the thickness is, though. I'm just gonna say 30 thou. I don't think it's too important. Well, no, that's not true. I should make a token effort of figuring out how thick the edges are. 36 thou. Bending with 212. Okay. Oh, whoops. Gotta edit in the sheet metal feature now. Why don't you let me edit the, here we go. 0.0212. Randomly putting a tick mark in there because I'm dumb. 0.036. Okay. That's kind of jacked up. Why does it do that? Ooh. Gotta make sure the thickness is right. Oh, and that's also way too big. The gap is a lot smaller. Overlap ratio 1. Yeah, there we go. Some nice clean edges. So now, Hole Wizard. And this is all just so I have a reference on the interior. No, should match the type though. And see, inch, screw clearances. Show me custom sizing just so I know kind of how big the holes are that I have to work with. .257. I'm just gonna input it manually. Okay, so we've got. How do I want to do this? .65, except it's 0.65 over 2. This guy wants to be horizontal. But the total length, 27. Segment, sketch points, 26, I think. Do a quick check in the space between those. 1 inch, looks good to me. Yeah, cool. Now another, I think I want to do a sketch-driven pattern. Oh, I have to draw the sketch first. And then if I show this other sketch over here, I can make that match up, and we're all located. Oh, and if I select all and go mirror, then I have all the dots over there too. Critically, it's that vertical construction line that does that for me. So now I can do a sketch-driven pattern. Pick that sketch, and then these features. And it goofed it. Hang on. Reference point, that one. Nice. There we go. There's our reference. Call this the network cabinet.
I just forgot how much there was for me. Maybe I forgot about the music.
Network cabinet. Cool.
How nice it sounds.
I'll switch to files so you can really see the file structure. Open SolidWorks.
Talking to people and maybe going to a movie now and then, huh? No, I never want to be with
Oh, that looks really weird. Funny angle.
I mean, I had good ones.
Okay, but don't need any more. Have a reference. Good enough.
Just forgot all the good
Now we gotta make references for the...
forgot.
Oh, hang on. What units are the sizes of these things in?
Choice? Still time.
Oh, that's in millimeters.
If I've got a choice. I mean, if I got a choice, and I want to go back.
Oh, I should have written this down beforehand. Oh, that's also millimeters. Okay, so I'm not going to do these in inches. I'm going to do these in millimeters. Just some rectangles. I think I'll do it as a pair of configurations. We'll do this guy first. TLSG210P. Well, I'll just call that something. Then I can tweak the names of these. So call this one depth, not depthage. Width. Features, extruded boss. Looks good to me. Click this so I can double click this guy and rename him and say height. Over here, rename that. Configuration, ER4. Configure dimension. I tell it to just list everything. Maybe I can configure both features at once. Configure, oops, don't freeze. Configure feature. Oh, it only wants to do suppression. That's kind of annoying. Anyway, heights. With the SG10P, he is 26 and 31.1. Oh, I better make sure that it's doing it just in this configuration. 31.1. Build. 2 different height boxes. 209, 126. 229, 136.5. Hang on. I'm gonna put that in Notepad so I don't have to keep jogging back here. 26, 126, 229, 136.5. Just put that somewhere where you guys can't see it. Go about my day. Oh, come on, let me select both of them at once. Really? Whoops, no, just stay over there, damn it. Okay, it's gotta be a filter for dimensions. Here we go, dimensions. Visualize. I really have to edit it and select both. Filter dimensions. Okay, now right click. Can't configure, awesome. Well, hang on. I'm in the ER4, so that makes this 229, only in this config. That makes this one 136.5, also only in this config. I'll get rid of the selection filters for now. That looks about right. Network hardware. call this the configurable network stuff. Oh, I got Teams messages. Okay, this is 206, 126, and save. Got two rectangles. Go from the bottom side, do a quick hole wizard. I really only care kind of roughly where these are. In fact, this dimension is going to be configurable too, because the hole spacing is different between the two parts. And which configuration am I in right now? I'm just going to guess that I'm in the ER4. Nope. SG10P. SG10P. All multiple switches. 150, looks like. Yes, 150 millimeters. They recommend minimum 1.5 millimeters sticking out. I'm going to do 3 millimeters because that seems to be the standard on the other one. So, whole 1/4 inch. No, actually, we'll just do drill sizes. No, screw clearance number 6 to remind me. Normal through all. We'll add a quick extruded cut on top. Make that maybe 8 millimeters long. Put some text on it. See if I can't link it to the current document, property name. Should be like a configuration name or something. Hang on. Configuration name, property SolidWorks. Oh my god, this stupid SolidWorks form thing. Hey SolidWorks, if any of you ever watch this, this is real bad. See answers comments. Gotta log in. Login. Kenny logins. Component. No, wait. Configuration name as text property, SolidWorks. Aha! Prop SolidWorks configuration name. First result. Kind of. Maybe just configuration name? Yeah. Okay. Middle. And see if I can't make it real big. Units, 10 millimeters. Cool. Very cool. Like that. Ooh, I'm just gonna make it bold so that it stands out a little better. Features, extruded cut. Offset, whoops. 1 millimeter inward. Other direction, up to next. Draft outward 5 degrees. Make it look nice. Or maybe more than 5 degrees. Oh, draft outwards. Smart. Oh, nope, that breaks it. Here we go. That looks nice. So now, Unsuppress those two features. Cool. We come in here. Configure dimension. It's 150 over here, and it's 120 up there. Apply, okay. Control Shift Q, rebuild all. Is it really 125 for the ER4? That can't be right. No, here we go. Pictures. Pictures. It is 125. Bunch of weirdos. Alright, let's go make an assembly out of this guy. And we'll do it in inches. I mean, not that it really matters, since all of this stuff is going to be defined by whoops. All of this stuff is going to be defined by the subcomponents. I'm not going to be making anything with distances. So that one. And then in the other configuration, this guy. I don't remember if I have pictures. Whoops. Right click and drag rotate stuff? I have a CSWP and I didn't know that right click and drag rotated stuff. Oh my god. I feel so stupid. Parallel. Kind of put it up there. You know what? I'm going to leave space behind that just in case there's power cables. Since I bet if we go over here to the other documentation, like, look, it comes what comes with. Okay, no, the ER4 has a right angle power cable. That's cool. The 10P, just look it up on the interwebs. Cool, just don't show me any pictures of the thing in context with a power charger, with its power cable. Okay, sneaky tricks, see if the reviews have anything. Mighty Gadget. Just need a picture of the thing sitting on a desk next to a cable. Wow! This is startling, actually. A whole bunch of pictures of switches, none of them next to the cable. Oh! This song's good. Extra Innings by Just Neighbors. I mean, it's all good, otherwise we wouldn't be listening to it, but... Would it kill you to have some pictures next to the thing? I guess it would. Oh, hang on. Nope. I'm pretty sure I have a TP-Link switch somewhere. No, that's TriNet. Might have it downstairs. I'm not going to go check. I'm going to wildly assume that it will fit. And if it doesn't, then that's the great part about having these holes here, is you can just jog the thing over. Get that kind of squared up. I can't believe I didn't know about the the stupid rotate with right click thing. That's so annoying. Okay, so put that way up the top there. As high as I can get it. Sort of roughly center those. I'm going to take this. Oh, actually, I already know the hole spacings, and I know the hole spacing here, so I just have to figure out... I guess I probably want them to kind of hide behind, so they're sort of floating there. I just have to figure out how to do that in a way that's going to be very printable. Oh, hey, that actually works. Ooh. It's kinda sorta right over some holes. Kinda sorta. Yeah. I think I want to use these ones, though, so I have some separation. Or no, if I use them on exactly the same spot, then it'll probably transfer the load better. Ah, this would be so much easier if they just used inches. Who's messaging me? My god, I have a million messages. Getting told I have weird audio issues. Potentially somewhat late for me to fix them in a useful time frame. Okay, bracket time. I want to do this in inches. Probably, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna have an extruded thingamabob on the front. And ooh, I can configure this one too. I want that to be no, actually that's gonna be 6 inches. It's for the 150. And I'm just gonna guess and say I want it to be an inch in diameter. Or an inch across. Can I configure this before I've... Not before I've made another configuration. Whatever, I'll do that later. Design it and then tweak it later. 0.1 inches. Oh, no, this is going to be a printed part. I need to design this in millimeters so I can do the tolerancing correctly. So this is going to be 6 inches, 0.5 inches, and I just realized that's not going to look nice. Because if I try to print it on its side, these bits right here are going to look real crummy and they're not going to print well. Okay, let's fix that. I guess I gotta make those even for now, and I can fix them later. All of these are gonna be equal. These are gonna be parallel. These are gonna be parallel. Control the angles up here. Ooh, hang on. No, I can be smarter about this. Always do stuff with mirrors if you can. Just because it's more fun that way. Whoops. One inch. And mirror. 6 inches. I don't want the ends to be rounded though. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that and make those rounded. Split, see if I can actually type. Split entity, split here, drag them up until they align, and convert. sure those are still equal. Mirror and 6 inches. I think I have to keep that one. If I delete it, yeah, it does go loose. Okay. There we go. Now I have something that I can make a sensible width. I'll call 2 millimeters. What's that, 80 thou? Let's do 3.2 millimeters, so it's a multiple of 0.4. You got a better chance of it laying down straight on the first try. So now come to the right side, make a quick sketch from the origin of this sort of drop over angle. Say I want that to be 30. Oh, no, hang on. Your other 30. And we can do an extruded boss back here. Use these to give ourselves a concentric point. Make them equal. I want them to be nominally 0.253 because that's what it, whoops, 0.253 inches. That sounds like a round number in metric. Nope, it's not. Extruded boss. We'll have those come back like a 1/4 inch, I suppose. It's funny, this model's technically in millimeters, but I've definitely been doing it all in inches so far. We want 5 degrees of draft. Then we do a move face to the tune of our desired radial clearance. Which, that's gross. 0.1 millimeters, flip direction. So now they shrink a little bit, and we can check that. They do shrink. Put those guys back there. Symmetric, curvature continuous, and 1 millimeter. Purdy. Real purdy. Ooh. Pontius's Plight. Okay, this is the album that... This isn't the album that I haven't at all heard yet, but this is one of the albums that I haven't heard much of yet, so... Quickly call this the... Figurable bracket. We'll have this one called the 150 millimeters. Have one called the 125 millimeter. Quickly configure and say under the 125 you want to be 5 inches. I almost should have waited until the end because I'm gonna have to tell it to make all those, or make everything unsuppressed in the other configuration later, but oh well. Now I gotta add, let's see, let's do sketch on the front plane, 2 points on it, and this is what we're gonna use for our mounting horns. This is the 150 configuration, so that's gonna be 150. And 150, not 180. Ooh, let's see if I can't save myself some effort and say, in all configurations, make it 125. But in this configuration, make it 150. And now I need to have a screw head that is the same as a number 6 with 3 millimeters of stick out. I kind of sort of planned for this. I went and found data about... oh, well, I guess this doesn't actually have as much useful data as I was hoping. Okay. Thread diameter, number 6, 0.13 inches. Okay, that's not really helpful. Wood screw dimensions. Hey, specs. These ones. So I only care about head height, 0.83 inches, and A, which is the head diameter, max. 279.83. It's a 90-degree taper down to a whatever that was, number 6. Evolved boss on the right plane. They want a 3 mil stick out. Set 9 inches. This was 0.83, I think. 0.083 inches. I should almost save that fillet for this too. Ugh. Ah. Oh, no, I have screw dimensions already in these parts, because I sized them to number 6. Yeah, 1495, okay. Still probably to check that, but... Number 6 screw dimensions. Number 6 wood screw dimensions. Number 6, 0.138. I think rather than using this guy as the head height, because that sort of defines everything, I'm going to use this instead. 2.3 millimeters. Give myself a little bit of room there to breathe. Let's see about a full round fillet. Yeah, neat. That's going to be nigh unprintable. All that, maybe I want it to be 6 millimeters across. Well, what I'll do is I'll figure out what I want it to be afterwards. Oop, that's gotta be vertical. There we go. Now I can pick these 3. Say offset, cap with lines, bidirectional, nothing's construction, don't add dimensions. And make that point control the cut depth. Then do an extruded cut through all other direction. Trims it off nice and clean. 5.5? What if I do just 5? That still looks fairly printable. I think that's okay. Now, pattern-driven sketch. Sketch-driven pattern, rather. And pick that guy. Features. This one, this one, this one. Oh, needs a reference point. Just do Centroid and see what happens. Face for Philip chamfer does not exist. Okay. That's annoying. See if I can't do both fillets at once then. Probably not. Yeah, it's gonna complain. For fillets. Oh, I should really rename some stuff. Network side, pattern. And this one is the hanger angled pattern. What's this? Oh, this is the main plate extrude. Hanger angle sketch. Hanger, extrude, hanger clearance, and floor fillet. Put an extra space in there. This is the network side screw. Network screw trim. Network screw pattern. Upper fillet and lower fillet. Should hang nicely on that. Let's see, what's maximum distance between these two? No, it's not going to tell me. Alright, fine, I'll draw a sketch. It goes horizontal. Tell me how far apart they are. Millimeter. That's kind of tight, but it's not too bad, I don't think. Not minimum, center to center. Why are you not telling me how far apart they are center to center? Okay, 125 center to center. That's what I want. And 150 center to center. Also I want. These should be pretty printable as well. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna call these, call these by their names. Hanger features, screw features, sketch here. Gonna make this impossible to screw up. Make this 15. Make all of this construction. Then on here, we say text. Link to property, current document, configuration name, I think. Yep. And then don't use document font, use millimeters. Oh boy, that's kind of big. Center it. Is it centered? And bold too. Why not? I almost feel like it should be a little smaller. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. Nope, not document font. Oh, hang on. It says it's fully defined, I'll take its word for it. Extruded cut. Offset. Just one layer inward. Come out, up to next. Draft outward, 45. Yeah. There we go. Labels. Label not enabled. Enable the label. What? Label cuts. Okay, so to double check. Oops, hang on. Go over there. Get out of my way. This guy, the S10P, according to their data, has 150 millimeter mount spacing. And we'll take number 6 screws, which is what I've designed for. TL SG10P 150. Okay. And this guy takes 125. Cool. Okay. So we're good there. Now comes the tricky part. I have to make the other one, CM9200. That one's going to be real fidgety, I expect. But configurable brackets is nice. Just gotta figure out how I want to draw a shelf, because that's going to be kind of gross. Millimeter gram seconds again. No, wait. I'm drawing the mock-up for the... Just... Oh. Rollover minutes by Just Neighbors? I think this is the one that's like, you start screaming here in a bit. Nope. Totally wrong about that. 5 inches is kind of right, although I'm going to come pull up the documentation on my other monitor here quickly. Have dimensions? CM9200. Just need dimensions, guys. Here we go. Oh, hey, look, they do have it in metric. Oh, and wait, 7.1, is that really? Okay, yeah, those are just converted. 7, 1, 2, 4, and 6. Wait, is the height 6? No, height is 7, okay. Oh, this is the part where he screams. Kind of. Nah. Let's make it weird. Come on, pick my point. Thank you. Six long. That's right, it's spline time. Time for spline. Parallel. there an easy way for me to, like, fix their lengths? Seem to have locked themselves, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, okay, so this one, vertical. Oh, wait, I can just make these horizontal, I think. Maybe? Can I? Can I do that? Is that permitted or is that a crime? Hmm. Clark messes with splines, the stream. Whoops, nope, don't exit yet. There we go, okay. I don't think there's like an easy way to make this thing totally, whoops, that's jacked up. To make this thing like sort of defined. Have easily definable properties, which isn't great for a shape. Usually you want your shapes to be defined. Although maybe I'll settle for just trying to unjack the curvature slightly. Doesn't it let me also pick that? Can't I drive that one? It's so weird. Black spline. Maintain internal continuity. What? Oh, it didn't actually go coincident with the point. I thought something was jacked up. This is getting really silly. I should probably just do an ellipse. Ooh, yeah. That really likes breaking. Okay, ellipse time. Hurry the stream along. Nope, not fillets. Ellipses, please. Six. And 2.4. Close enough. Here's messaging me. So eventually I have to get on with designing a shelf for this thing. That looks about right. what a high quality CM9200 that is. Okay, so all I'm doing right now is I'm thinking, how am I going to design some ribs into this thing? I think I've got it. So I'm going to make a really sweet looking shelf now. Extruded boss. Right plane. Not the kind that flew in whichever Carolina it was, however long ago. Ooh, I should design the whole pattern first, and then I can do this sketch. Cavitation by Just Neighbors. Whoops, no, don't display deleted relations, get rid of that sketch. Front plane. Don't like it putting a hole in, or a point in the middle there. Give myself 2 inches of attachment height, or thereabouts. Oh, oops. Okay, extruded, right plane. Gonna draw me a surface for those holes to land on. I need it to come out a minimum. Let's see, I want to come a ½ inch past what I need. Call this guy... Oh, this is all in millimeters. Crap. Which means everything's all jacked up now. Everything's gonna get way bigger. Hang on. Let's fix this sketch first. Tell it that I want to be ½ inch past. Also a ½ inch past. I want this to be also ½ inch past. Get over here. I want this to be a ½ inch. And I want this to be the width of the thingy, which is 2.4 inches. So now, this will expand outward to meet the needs of the growing bureaucracy. Just kidding, to meet the needs of this expanded whole pattern. Oh, this guitar riff here is really good. Is that D1? D2 sketch 2 is... I'm going to control that. Midplane equals D2 at sketch 2 plus 1 inch. Thin feature 3.2 millimeters. Make sure I'm going the right direction. I think I want those a little smaller. There we go. Now they're about the right radius. These ones are going to be circular. This bit's going to get printed on its side, I think, is what I'm going for here. Like on one of these sides. It's going to look just clean as all get out. Oh, I haven't even saved it yet. CM9200 bracket. Nothing important. Oh, I need a sketch on, let's see, on the right plane. Got 60. Well, maybe I want it a little bit steeper because it's going to be, the loads are going to be out here, so it's going to be trying to pry itself out. Come on. Put holes where I want them, damn it. Control A, Alt Q. We want 0.253 inches. Sounds right? Yeah. Yeah, it does. We use the direction as guide. We add 5 degrees of draft. Oh, hang on. How am I controlling how long that is? Did I set that to something? Oh, 5 inches. That looks fine. This was, I think, 1 millimeter of curvature continuous fillet. I want it everywhere. Here we go, all internal loops. There we go. Whole bosses. Oh, good song time. Coffee gets cold. I got about 20 more minutes before I gotta go. I think I can finish that in that time. Let's hide these other sketches. Whoops. I want a plane there. This is going to be real weird to draw. I'll do 45 in this perspective. But I think if I mirror it, this will make a little more sense. And on top of that, hide the plane. You can go away now. So the height of this guy wants to be 3.2 millimeters back because that's how thick it is. But also, I think all that he's missing now is positional location there. So we're going to say, make yourself 1.5 inches tall. Up to body. Then feature midplane, 3.2 millimeters is fine. Up to body. Does not fully terminate. Okay, so I gotta pick a direction. I guess it doesn't want to let me do that with a single, which makes sense. Offset 3.2. Cap with lines, but I'm gonna have to break. Oops. So that's offset, but that doesn't. This. Extend. And trim. And say 1.5 inches. Up to next. Direction 2, up to next. What does that give us? Yes. Yes. That is exactly what I had in my head. Although I think I want this to be steeper. And now that I know it works, I can come up here to normal, and I can select all of it and say mirror. And now I have two of them, without a mirror feature. And critically, this will print nicely, I think. 3mm curvature continuous. Yes. 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 That's exactly what I want. Oh, this is the cabinet, not the assembly. Come back here and delete all the existing mates. Drag these out of the way. Give me a shelf. In hindsight, I should have gone the other way, but that would have made the way that I was carrying the weight a little bit screwy. So, eh. Can I make those concentric? Yes, I can't. That's annoying. We'll just give that a dimension. Or, no, tell it to be parallel, even better. Tell that to be coincident. X out. Drag it around until it lines up with some holes. Make sure we're good. We are. Yeah, I see no reason why that shouldn't work pretty well. I just realized that there is a reason why it wouldn't work very well, which is that I forgot to call these mounting teeth, or what did I call the other one? Did I even name them? Oh, hangers. Base form extrude. Corner champers. Corner fillets. Hanger angle. Hanger boss extrudes. Hanger fillets. Gusset extrude? It's kind of a weird shape for a gusset, but it is one. Gusset fillets. Now, right before we do the hanger fillets, I need to do a move face to the tune of just a little bit. And flip direction. Base features, your pattern sketch. Okay, fine. What are you complaining about, Signal? Nothing. Okay. No board's complaining, though, for some reason. Yeah, I think that's going to come out looking really nice. Oh, I could print it like this. I'm sure I want to, though. If I do change it, like if I go here, Control 4, so at the right place. Ooh, and I just make that construction. Like, what does that break? Wow. Almost nothing. Probably better to print it like this. Although I do want these to be a little taller as a result. Okay, come on. Come on now. Quit being silly. Go where I tell you to. Yeah, I think I'd rather that square back there. Actually, if I just do all concave. Huh, yeah, that is all concave. Whoops. Would have been faster. But that print scheme makes a lot more sense. Especially because those will probably print better. And the shear plane will be... The shear plane is not as good as having it directly... Or... Hang on. Yeah, having the load in line with the shear plane. But... This is... Well, that actually might be weaker. I think I'm going to leave it angular and have it printed this way. Hopefully that'll come out all right. Anyway, that shouldn't break anything in the assembly. Yeah, assembly still looks fine. CM 200. Right plane. Mate. Just parallels fine, thanks. Well, I could do one better, and I could say symmetric. CM 9200 right plane between here and here. And then another one on the front plane between here and there. Oh, hang on. No, that's dumb. That's real dumb. There's an even better mate that I always forget to use, which is the profile center. You have two profiles. What? Not valid for the current mate type? What? Alright, fine. Symmetrics. Blah. Oh, hang on. Those should be narrower. That should be... The oversized should be... equals D2 at your pattern sketch plus 0.625 inches. .625 over 2. Whoops. Hang on, what'd I do? Oh no, these can be 0.5. Yeah, no, that's fine if those are 0.5, but width-wise they have to be a little narrower. Because otherwise they can run into the other side. If I wanted to be really careful, I could also make them... I could also make them a little bit narrower so that you could definitely fit two of them next to each other. But that's kind of unnecessary. Yes, okay, on a Disappointment Island, which, as luck would have it, is not a disappointing album. 0.625 inches over square 2. Oh, hang on. Square root of 8, for reasons. .65 inches. 0.65 over 2. Okay, that looks more right. Fix that. Okay, you actually, I don't need you for anything, so if that went away, that'd be fine. Okay. Same thing over here. These have to be 0.625. That's not going to work at all. So then, I mean, you won't actually be able to fit anything next to each other because, I mean, obviously you can't put these two brackets right next to each other, but It's good practice, anyway. Okay, and then the other one. Ooh. I can save myself a little bit of thinking. Make these coincident. Hang on. Can I make that concentric with that? I can. Nice. I'm pretty sure I can't... Oh, I guess tangent's good enough. Oh boy. It wants to be all sorts of angular, doesn't it? Well, let's fix that. Parallel. It's probably still free. Yeah, a little bit. Since there's lots of places for that to be tangent, but... Hang on, I told that to be parallel. Why is it not parallel? Oh, those are tangent too. Nuts. Change these tangents. So it only does tangent to those weird curvy faces, even though they are rotationally symmetric. With mates. And yeah, just repeat everything, actually. Actually, don't repeat that tangent, but repeat everything else. And replace it all with the ER4 stuff. Yeah. That looks good to me. I suppose if I'm asked, I could also design it with them rotated, but I think with them vertical, that works pretty well. 665 if I ever need it. Which also just means going back to the, going back into the model and saying, taking this angle sketch, flipping it on the top plane so that these come to side angle instead. Probably giving myself a little more flat space because I don't have to worry about making this wider anyway. Yeah. Okay. Just realized I didn't talk very much for all that, did I? Doesn't feel like I did. Yeah. To the one person still watching, thank you. If it's dead, well, I will have these printing eventually. You'll have to switch back to the white filament, I suspect, because it'll look better in the cabinet, but eh. Certainly now that I have these dimensions, I'm going to design a whole bunch of my own fittings for my own network cabinet in my apartment, because all that stuff's just like sprayed around. It's terrible. Yeah. If you have any questions, of course, email them. Ideas or things you'd like me to model. I'm always open to additional weird assignments that I can forget about and leave in my projects folder. Yeah. That's all I've got. Thanks. Have a nice morning, midday, or evening. Boink.